come true. Megan Fitzgerald, NBC News, Doha.
And that's Nightly News. Thank you for watching. I'm Lester Holt. Please take care of yourself and each other. Good night, everyone.
Tonight, it's a Shrek 2 movie event. Here's to us with a special sneak peek of Puss in Boots: The Last Wish. Only in theaters Wednesday.
Go get him, Tiger.
Hey! The Shrek 2 movie event, tonight on NBC. Sponsored by Amazon.
Today, it seems everyone can be their own service technician thanks to the internet. From servicing their own cars and engines to home remodels and projects, people are trying a little of everything. Here at Maher Water Corporation, we employ nationally certified and factory-trained technicians to keep your water treatment systems working to their full lives. We will treat you like our own family.
So if you want us to service your equipment, give us a call. But if you're the fix-it-yourself kind of person, we'll enjoy your funny video clips.
You can stretch your family food budget. Call the Family Food Helpline.
Straight ahead, a new trial is underway for a former janitor. We'll explain why his previous conviction was thrown out.
Plus, an organization is helping homebound seniors. We'll have a look at what makes this program possible.
And a nonprofit is fighting food insecurity in the Northwoods. We'll have the details as your local news starts right now.
News Watch 12 with Dan Hagan, Jessica Jukic, and Jeff Weller.
Good evening and welcome to News Watch 12 at 6. I'm Jessica Jukic.
I'm Dan Hagan. We're joined by Jeff Weller. Jeff, we have quite a week of winter weather ahead of us.
Exactly the wrong week for this, by the way, too. All the travel plans this weekend, Christmas holiday coming up, and it's going to be 3 rounds of snow on the way. The first one is out there at Tice West Side, now to Park Falls, where it is snowing currently in Park Falls. Just lightly, though, across that region, as that snow will impact our area tonight and throughout the day tomorrow as well. Let me go back here, and there is Park Falls right there. The light snow showers are across our region, and they're going to expand in coverage overnight tonight. And there are some areas of heavy snow across parts of western Wisconsin right now. Those are actually going to work their way across the entire state tonight. So a widespread 1 to 3 inch snowfall is likely this evening, getting closer probably to 3 inches or so because there is more energy in the atmosphere. So here we go tonight. This is round 1. Round 2 gets in here not tomorrow, but Wednesday. And already winter storm watches are posted for Wednesday night, more so Thursday and Friday. We'll get that light snow Wednesday night, and then Thursday and Friday is the main event. We're talking heavy snow potentially across the entire state, and also wind gusts near 50 to 60 miles per hour will make getting around very difficult Thursday and a Friday. So light snow tonight, light snow Wednesday, heavier snow and wind gets in here Thursday and Friday. We'll get more information on that. That's why I come back. Dan and Jessica.
Thanks, Jeff. It's cold up here in the Northwoods and down in Green Bay.
That's where the Packers hope to get a win tonight against the Rams. Newswatch 12's Serenity Douglas is live outside Lambeau Field with a preview of tonight's matchup. Serenity.
That's right, Dan and Jessica. Everyone is getting in the Christmas spirit despite the cold weather. I've even got some high school carolers right behind me, so the vibes are great for a Monday night football matchup. After becoming the winningest team in NFL history 2 weeks ago, the Packers are up against the LA Rams tonight. Romeo Doubs, who suffered a high ankle sprain earlier in the year, will be back tonight to join breakout rookie Christian Watson. The LA Rams are, on the other hand, have had an interesting 2 weeks also, securing a new quarterback, Baker Mayfield. It'll be Rodgers versus Mayfield. We'll see if the guys can pull this one off. Live at Lambeau Field, I'm Serenity Douglas, Newswatch 12.
Former Northwoods janitor was convicted in 2019 of sexually assaulting a student. But this year, a judge ordered a new trial, citing ineffective counsel.
The new trial began today. 69-year-old Stavros Iliopoulos is charged with child enticement, false imprisonment, and first-degree child sexual assault. After jury selection, the court proceeded to the opening statements. Oneida County Assistant DA Mary Sawinski says during opening statements that the alleged victim wanted to leave, but Iliopoulos wouldn't let her go.
Finally, he does let her go, but only after he tells her, don't tell anybody about this.
If convicted, Stavros could face up to 40 years behind bars. The defense attorney for Iliopoulos argues that the story told by the alleged victim is not possible.
There are two sides to a story. You will hear additional evidence during this trial, which we expect will show that the story told by is just simply not possible.
After opening arguments, the state proceeded to call witnesses to the stand. The trial will resume Tuesday morning at 8:30 a.m.
Some students depend on school meals for their nutrition. This means when winter break rolls around, it can be harder to eat consistently. An organization is trying to change that in the Northwoods. With the help of Feed Our Rural Kids program, Fork Cares, students in the Northland Pines, Three Lakes, and Phelps school districts have food to eat during the winter break. Fork President Perry Pokrant says a lot of people don't realize that breaks can be hard on many kids.
Well, for many kids, going home at Christmas or going home at summer isn't something that they look forward to because of the food insecurity that's in the household.
120 bags were packed today with over 1,200 meals in them. Northland Pines District Administrator Scott Foster says better nutrition makes for better students when they return from break.
They need to eat, makes them more productive, and also takes a little burden off the stress of the home too when there's those meals. So it's a win-win for everybody.
The Fork Cares package will consist of 2 supplemental meals for each day the child is away from school, including weekends. Throughout the year, organizations like the Aging and Disability Resource Center in Rhinelander aim to help feed the homebound of the community.
As the colder weather continues, the program is grateful to have steady turnout of volunteers. Newswatch 12's Matt Weaver has the story.
If we didn't have the volunteers in our program, this program would not exist.
All year long, community members like these in Woodruff are helping feed those in need.
We deliver a nice warm meal every day. They have a nice conversation with one of our volunteers Monday through Friday, and that's their check-in on the world.
Herbert Hackworthy runs Meals on Wheels in the Lakeland area.
Sometimes I wish I had a secretary, but I don't. It's me. So I take a lot of notes and keep track.
As a former executive chef with UW-Madison, he wanted to continue his passion while giving back.
I would say this is probably the most fulfilling job I've ever had.
As blistery temperatures loom, Hackworthy says that having a program like this ensures that all members of the community are cared for.
They're always curious about the weather, how are the roads, all that kind of stuff. And they get to know them personally.
A program that's intended to serve the homebound has become more than a drop-off.
When we deliver to the door, they're expected to come get their meal. And that's our welfare check to them to make sure they're doing okay. Some drivers take longer because they're chatting with these people. Sometimes these folks, that's the only person they see all day long.
When asked if the food they serve is made with love, he says,
"Oh, absolutely. If not finished with love, and delivered with love."
In Woodruff, Matt Weaver, Newswatch 12.
Coming up, we'll tell you why winter is the best time to prune trees.
Plus, there's an uptick in strep throat cases in Wisconsin. We'll have the details after Weather with Jeff right here on Newswatch 12.
Newswatch 12 is brought to you by Bone and Joint Walk-In Care.
You can get any phone you want.
Any one I want?
Any phone you want.
Connection is the greatest gift of all. At U.S. Cellular, we're offering any phone free for new and current customers, plus $100 to spend on accessories.
Get up to 80% off list prices during our huge inventory reduction sale at Slumberland Furniture. $20 million worth of furniture and mattresses must go. Lowest prices around on TV consoles, recliners, bar stools, sofas, mattresses, and lots more. Get the deal of a lifetime on clearance, one-of-a-kinds, scratch and dents, and more. Stores are packed with merchandise that must go. Up to 80% off at the huge inventory reduction sale on now at Slumberland Furniture.
Is your bathroom looking old and worn out? Want to update it, but you don't know where to start? Then let BCI Bath & Shower show you how to turn that old bath into an aisle of beauty and functionality. Our residential bathroom solutions provide the best value on the market, and our customer service is second to none. Our cost-effective BCI Bath & Shower family of products has what you need.
Remodeling our bathroom was a big decision for us.
They didn't make a mess out of our house at all. And at the end of the day, we had a beautiful new bathroom. And it was a great experience the whole way through.
We have the best monthly payment programs in the industry with payments as low as $68 per month or no interest, no payments for 18 months. For a limited time, be one of the first 100 callers who schedule a free in-home consultation and receive $500 off.
1-800-908-7527. That's 1-800-908-7527.
Factory trained and certified installers made in the USA and discounts for seniors and military. BCI Bath and Shower, the leader in affordable bathroom products.
All right, pull up a chair. You and I have a lot to talk about tonight. First off, some light snow out there. 3 waves of snow are on the way. One out there tonight, one Wednesday evening. Then again, the main event arrives for us Thursday into Friday and into Saturday morning with snow and wind. Here's Park Falls out there now. The light snow is falling. Visibility is reduced. The roads are covered with snow again, and that'll be across the entire Northwoods tonight. So here's that snow. It's area-wide. Notice there is some banding features in here, the darker blue colors. That's some energy in the atmosphere, and that's all kind of rushing this way. So most of us will see a 1 to 3 inch fluffy snowfall tonight. Easy to push around, but most models now trending more toward the 3 inches or so, as all of this visibility now reduced across parts of central and western Wisconsin. This is sliding this way pretty slowly. So once it begins to snow where you are, it'll likely snow for 5 or 6 hours tonight into early parts of tomorrow morning. Okay, so here we go. So this model thinks a 2-inch snowfall on the way for us tonight. Again, a couple of them say closer to 3. Overall, light snow, fluffy snow in the entire area for us tonight. We'll get through that just fine. Then things begin to turn. So tomorrow during the day, if you're traveling, tomorrow is going to be the best day to do it because our next system gets in here on Wednesday. That's this system right here coming across Seattle. That's going to hop on the jet stream and move over us beginning Wednesday. And that's just the beginning because things really go downhill from there as that system gets in here on Wednesday. System 1 is here. System 2 is there. That's going to move our direction for Wednesday. And then Thursday. Thursday becomes the main event, and we have quite a system affecting the Great Lakes and the Midwest on Thursday and Friday. So walk you through it. So System 1 comes through tonight. System 2 arrives for us Wednesday. So tomorrow we're just fine. So here's Wednesday evening. Light snow breaking out once again. There could be a few pockets of heavy snow within that snow arriving on Wednesday. And then that's going to push through and turn into a really big snow system on Thursday and Friday. So the two events combined, the snow tonight and the snow Wednesday, looks to be about a 6 or 7 inch snowfall total. Again, light, fluffy stuff, easy to move around, but that's not the main event. The main event for us arrives on Thursday into Friday. I'm telling you, it's going to be quite a weather week around here. I have not talked about a blizzard for a very long time, and I'm talking about it now. For Thursday into Friday, we could see wind gusts near 50 to 60 miles per hour with light, fluffy snow falling, like a 20-to-1 ratio, an inch of water, 20 inches of snow, and that stuff moves around very easily, reducing visibility, and this is going to cause all sorts of issues across the Great Lakes and Midwest on Thursday into Friday. So if you're traveling, Milwaukee, Chicago, Des Moines, Detroit, likely airport closing down really with this situation coming our way with snow heavy there Thursday into Friday. Okay, so let's walk you through it. So System 1 comes through tonight. We get a break in the action tomorrow. System 2 gets in here on Wednesday. Here it comes now. And then the big low arrives for us. Here comes the low on Thursday into Friday. This is going to track kind of close to Chicago. Heavy snow Chicago, Milwaukee, Madison, us, over to Detroit. And then that pushes out of here. But then we're going to turn on the lake effect snow machine pretty much into the weekend. And we're talking about Gogebic Range, Ontonagon, Houghton could see feet of lake effect snow on top of the synoptic snow that falls with this system. It is going to be a thing around here for a couple days this week. Already, winter storm watches are being posted across parts of the region. These will likely be posted for our region tomorrow, but they're kind of waiting to see another 6 hours or so. This is for snow, and heavy wind getting in here Thursday into Friday, lingering into Saturday, pretty much across the entire state. There's many computer models now saying the entire state could see more than 10 inches of snow on Thursday into Friday. Right now we have 10 on the ground here in Rhinelander. We could double that this week, if not then some, even more than that across parts of western Wisconsin. So yeah, here we go. Our snowpack's in place. We're building more. The difference this time though, the snow is going to be light and fluffy. Last time it was not that at all. So if you are traveling, tomorrow is going to be your best day to get out of town, even a window early parts of Wednesday morning. Wednesday evening, Thursday and Friday, no good. It's not going to be any good across the Great Lakes, across the Midwest. Likely airport cancellations, road closures, all of that could happen with the blizzard conditions across parts of the area. Where exactly those are yet, I don't know, but it will be someplace across our neck of the woods, if not just south of us, with temperatures hanging out in the teens today. That's the other story, right? Look what happens behind the system. 15 tomorrow, 8 for a high on Wednesday, 16 Thursday, 12 Friday. You get the idea. Well below average temperatures into the middle portions of next week. Our forecast then tonight, though, light snow and flurries out there. A 1 to 3 inch snowfall is likely, leaning more toward 3 inches, with low temperatures down near 13. For tomorrow, here we go. It's Tuesday, partly cloudy, a couple flurries around, falling temperatures into the single digits by this time tomorrow night after a high near 15. And then looking ahead, your 7-day forecast by Northwoods Furniture and Mattress shows tomorrow is the day to make some moves, right? Wednesday, snow in the evening. Thursday and Friday, snow and wind into Saturday morning. Lake effect snow north with high temperatures over the weekend in the single digits. Dan?
Thank you, Jeff. The Wisconsin DNR is reminding residents to prune oak trees now. The DNR says pruning now will help prevent oak wilt in the spring. Oak wilt is Wisconsin's most destructive disease that kills thousands of healthy trees every year. Pruning in winter is the best way to prevent the spread of the disease, since disease-carrying insects are not active. The DNR says people should only prune trees in winter because branch damage and weak branch structure is more visible. As cases of RSV, COVID, and the flu cripple hospitals across the country, another respiratory illness is gripping the state of Wisconsin.
Mary Jo Ola has more on the fight against this disease.
As respiratory illnesses soar early this season, a severe bacterial infection is jumping in early too. Group A strep cases among kids are grabbing attention around the world.
A kind of routine respiratory viral illness can very quickly become much more serious when a bacterial component jumps in. So people do need to be concerned about this.
Dr. James Conway is a pediatric infectious disease physician with UW Health Kids in Madison. He says they are seeing more kids come in with an invasive form of Group A strep. Often the kids were recently hit with a respiratory virus.
Most of the kids, parents were wise enough to realize there was something going on that didn't seem quite right. Got the kids in quickly, but a couple of them were in the hospital for a couple of weeks before things were stable enough to be able to go home. So, these are not something that we take lightly.
Dr. Conway says when a kid has a respiratory illness, look out for high fevers, difficulty breathing, or severe cough. If your child appears sicker than expected for a virus, call the doctor. The sick season is hitting harder and sooner this year. Schools are doing what they can to keep up. Kelly Barlow-Eichman is the Shorewood School District nurse. She says every day is different.
Sometimes we're seeing, 10 to maybe 20 sick calls, which is fairly average for about this time. And then other days we're seeing it ramp up closer to 50, in a day.
Barlow-Eichman says the increase is expected, but it's a little more than usual. They're continuing to monitor sick calls to see what's going around, plus increasing communications with families.
To say, hey, we know it might not be COVID, but if your child has some kind of respiratory illness, it's not a bad idea to send them with a mask on to help reduce the spread. We know masks help with all respiratory illnesses, not just COVID.
A Minocqua winter icon is returning this week.
We'll have more on Snow Meet Cromer, plus an update on local snowmobile trails. We'll be right back.
The holidays are for making memories, and you can count on Honda to help you make them. Whether it's in a capable Ridgeline, adventurous CRV, a rugged Passport, or a dynamic Pilot. Start making memories of your own with a new Honda during Happy Honda Days. Buy online, reserve from select dealers, or visit your local Honda dealer today.
Northland Basement Systems is the all things basementy company. Basement waterproofing, basement finishing, basement structural repair, humidity and mold control, and nasty crawl spaces too. When it comes to basement solutions, nobody does it better than we do. Since 1991, homeowners just like you in the Northland have trusted Northland Basement Systems for all things basementy in their homes. Call Northland Basement Systems today to schedule a free home evaluation.
We want to see your big old fish. Go to WJFW.com, click on Big Old Fish under the Contest tab, and upload a photo of you and your latest catch. Then make sure your friends and family watch News Watch 12 Friday evenings at 6 and 10, and Mondays on News Watch 12 Today to see your photo featured on our Big Old Fish segment. Not only do you get to show off your superior fishing skills, you're also entered to win a fish mount from Norling Taxidermy Studio. News Watch 12's Big Old Fish is brought to you by Kurt's Island Sports Shop in Minocqua.
At Batteries Plus, we power family road trips. We power bedtime stories. We power our local hospitals. We power connections with friends. We do more than replace batteries and fix phones and tablets. We help our neighbors power their lives. How powerful is that?
Visit Batteries Plus for free auto battery testing and installation. Get powered in-store, curbside, and at batteriesplus.com.
Family Foot and Ankle has been serving North Central Wisconsin for over 15 years. We offer a vast variety of foot and ankle procedures and strive to provide the best foot and ankle care to all ages and activities.
When you come to see the doctors for the very first time, they are interested in what your issue is, and they are going to work hard to resolve it.
Put your feet in our hands at Family Foot and Ankle Clinic.
This portion of News Watch 12 is brought to you by Slumberland.
The Northwoods saw a lot of snow over the past week, but the freezing rain beforehand meant a lot of snow stuck to trees.
That's causing a lot of extra work for local snowmobile clubs. A lot of trees and limbs are leaning into the trails. Eric Roddy with the County Forestry Department has been calling and emailing the local snowmobile clubs today. His goal is to open the trails when they're safe. Roddy is asking snowmobilers for patience in the meantime.
Hopefully the public can be patient on allowing us to do our jobs and let the clubs clear the trails so that we can get them open and safe in a quick fashion.
There are 9 snowmobile clubs in Oneida County, and they all rely on volunteers to clear and pack trails. Roddy says he's thankful for their dedication.
The snow is deep out there, it's cold out there, and you're out there trying with a chainsaw and a pole saw and this and that, trying to clear the trail. So it's not exactly fun, but they're doing as best they can, and hopefully they can get things cleared up soon.
The 11 clubs from Vilas County will meet on December 21st to discuss the overall condition of the trails and possibly set an opening date. Iron and Ashland County snowmobile trails are open right now.
As you drive into Minocqua on Highway 51, some winters you'll be greeted by a 30-foot tall snowman. That hasn't happened since 2019, but conditions are right for a return. It's called Snowy Cromer since it wears a large Stormy Cromer on the top of its head. Construction is expected to start tomorrow. This is footage from a previous year and mostly conclude Wednesday. Final touches, including the hat, won't be done until next week. Welcome back, Snowy.
Let's go Christmas shopping at Mills. Find trusted outdoor brands for this season's activities. Get outside and spend time doing the sports you love. Cross-country skiing, snowshoeing, or ice fishing. Or enjoy casual sport clothing for all occasions. Mills Trading Post, a downtown Rhinelander landmark.
Ready, Dad?
All charged up. This holiday season, Ford wants to help you shine bright with a special offer. Now choose from a great selection of new Ford vehicles in stock and ready for delivery. Or place a custom order on select Ford vehicles, lock in your rate, and you're protected. I'm proud of you, kid. And that's how Ford is helping you shine bright. This season, get into a 2022 Explorer SUV with 2.9% financing for 60 months at your local Ford dealer and shine bright.
Save big on all Metabo power tools and accessories now at Menards. Metabo offers a huge selection of products such as nailers, saws, drills, drivers, bits, and more. Now you can tackle the toughest jobs with a powerful 18-volt cordless impact driver. This driver provides innovative solutions, keeping your job site more productive than ever. That's why Metabo is the choice of pros. Save big on Metabo now at Menards. Plus, a Menards gift card is always a great gift idea.
Season's greetings to you all from Menards.
It's
Chevy, the holidays mean going places and doing things you love to do with friends and family. Visit your local Chevy dealer, and when you find your red tag, you find your deal. Then make the most of your time with the people who matter most. Find new moments, find new roads. Find your red tag and get $1,500 total cash allowance on all 2022 Silverado pickups with a 2.7-liter turbo engine. Plus, current Chevy owners get an additional $2,500 cash allowance. Find new roads at your local Chevy dealer.
At WJFW, our Newswatch 12 news team works around the clock to bring you the news that matters most of all to the North Woods. Our team is committed to the community and ensuring that you are as informed as possible. The Newswatch 12 team works hard to deliver the most important stories from around the globe, local and national sports updates, and weather reports. We are NBC Newswatch 12, news from where you live.
Let's go Christmas shopping at Mel's. Find trusted outdoor brands for this season's activities. Get outside and spend time doing the sports you love. Cross-country skiing, snowshoeing, or ice fishing. Or enjoy casual sport clothing for all occasions. Mel's Trading Post, a downtown Rhinelander landmark.
I kind of had an epiphany moment during your forecast, Jeff, because this snow we're getting, it's going to be more than last time snow, but the ratio you were saying will be higher or lower, rather. Please explain.
It's a 20-to-1. So that's 1 inch of liquid would be 20 inches of snow. Last week what we got was a 7-to-1 ratio. So an inch of water was 7 inches of snow. That's why it was so heavy to move around, that heavy stuff. This stuff is not that. You can blow on it, really, and it kind of disperses. In fact, get your leaf blower out to blow this stuff around. It'll be just fine, right? But it's going to begin to add up, and we could have 50 to 60 mile per hour wind gusts across our region on Thursday and a Friday. That will give us blizzard conditions if that holds. So travel plans are a thing, right? So lots of you are planning to travel this week. The best time to go is tomorrow, if not early parts of Wednesday. If not, you should probably stay put. Of course, more on that at 10 o'clock tonight.
Thank you, Jeff. That's all the time we have. We'll see you back here at 10.
Mr. Food Test Kitchen is brought to you by Golden Carrot Jewelers and Creative Kitchen and Bath Studio.
Nothing excites me more than when I have the opportunity to recreate a recipe that has been in someone's family for ages. You know, the kind of recipe that brings back all sorts of memories when you taste